Right now, I'm trying to figure out what I need to shed in order for me to live my best everlasting life. Places, please. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kuyati Nori, your favorite virtual castmate, and today's video is dedicated to mental health wellness for actors. It has been quite some time since I've sat in front of my camera to make a video, but I just want to talk through a few things that I have been doing for myself because I've been going through it, okay? So before I hop into the video, if you haven't joined the cast already, make sure to click the red subscribe button and the bell notification so that you know whenever I upload a video, and add me on Instagram because that's where I'm usually active when I'm not on a social media hiatus. But without further ado, let's get started. All right, as you can see, we're in my vocal space, so hopefully this is not distracting for you all, but I kind of like this space because I'm usually in my yellow background. But okay, so first things first, how am I doing? Right now, I am in the middle of a serious career crisis mentally, and I have taken a break from my duties as a performer because I feel like I was just on autopilot. I was accepting submissions from my agents, and I honestly just wasn't feeling it. And last month, I want to say this was like the end of May, I submitted an audition that was just terrible. It was so bad, and I knew it. I didn't put on makeup. My hair looked trash. My outfit looked trash. I just looked frumpy, and I was like, this is not me. So I wrote out an email to my agent basically stating that I needed to take a step back, and I said I'm gonna book out for the rest of the month. And I sat on it because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't submitting irrational thoughts and feelings. So after, I ended up waiting until the first couple of days of June, and I want to say it might have been like June 1st she sent me something, and I was like, dag, I need to send this because I don't want to make this. I don't have it in me to submit this. So I ended up sending it off, and I have pretty much been on a find myself journey for the month of June. If you don't know, June is Black Music Month, and it's also when your girl was born. I'll be turning 28 on June 30th, so yes, baby girl is excited. Back to mental health. Well, child, it's been a journey, and I think what was happening was that, and I think I explained this in my other video, I was going through so much success, or I was experiencing so much success in my business life, but my creative life was not thriving in the same way. And I just feel like there's nothing that can replace the things that I want to do as a performer. I am a singer who just so happens to love being on the theater stage, right? I've sung background for some artists. I have also done theater work. I've done showcases. I live for live performing. And I put up a video about unsolicited advice essentially because I found that some people were telling me, well, if you want to, you know, be paid your worth, then you should get into on-camera work, things like that. And I'm not opposed to on-camera work. It's just not what I want. I don't feel fulfillment when I'm on camera. I feel fulfilled when I get to look at you when I'm on stage and say, hey girl, how you doing, in the middle of a set, and then get back to singing whatever I was singing. Or when I get to interact with my castmates as we harmonize together. That is my first love and passion, and I'm not going to change that just because I get residual income from being cast on a television show. That's just not my heart. Now, if I get cast on somebody's stage, then like, yeah, sure, I'll be on set, but that is not my original goal. I have a voice, right? And my soul is in my voice. My throat chakra has been suffering, which is leading me to my next point. I have this issue that's been happening where singing feels so obligatory. It doesn't feel as authentic as I need it to be in order for me to thrive. And that's how I knew that I needed to take a break. Now, no, I'm not some celebrity, and I'm not a big YouTuber or anything like that, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I'm still battling with the fact that I don't get to just simply audition, right? And it makes you appreciate the little things, like just walking into a room and being able to say, hey, here I am, whether they cast me or not. Just the fact that I can show up for myself and feel the momentum. I also feel like I started to dwindle back on who I am and my goals, and I know that right now I'm actually working on resetting my goals so that I know what I want. I've been journaling every day. I have been listening to various podcasts that relate to just organizing my life, because trying to create balance within all of it has been really tough. And I think one thing that I'm trying to couple with is not forcing my next step of success. And because I feel like I was inching closer and closer to getting what I wanted from life, and then it was pretty much ripped from underneath me, I'm trying to still understand all of it and trying to figure out what it means, right? So this first half of the video is really more so of a mental check-in with all of you, so that you know that I did not escape YouTube. I'm not leaving, I'm not deserting, I'm not giving up. Right now I'm just taking a hard pause to check in with myself, because I want to be real. I don't want to come on here crying and showing you all the the actual things, but I want to let you know that it is happening. I have been very frustrated and trying to figure out how I can, how I can show up to be the best teacher, how I can show up to be the best businesswoman that I can, also being a good friend. How am I going to be a great wife? How am I going to be a great performer, right? How am I still showing up for myself? And I feel like I was actually not tending to me enough, so that I can redefine what it means to be a creative to me in this moment. Because what I thought of before is just not working, and it's not meant to work. So with that said, maybe I'll just make another separate video of the things that I have been doing to keep up. I will be sharing parts of my journey with you all when I'm ready. But as of right now, when it comes to tending to your mental health, for me personally, I think that as a creative, it is so imperative to stick with the life that you desire. It doesn't matter what you know from a business perspective. I know the opportunities that lie within other realms. It's just a matter of sitting down to say, well, why would I want to be a part of that? I've also been having issues with social media, and to be honest, I had to sit, and while I was journaling, I said this, and I was like, oh girl, this is iconic, like you need to share it. But I stated to myself, my success does not lie within an algorithm. And which leads me to my next point. I don't feel as though I need to make social media my job. Social media is an avenue to connect with people who I'm not always with all the time, where I can share highlights and reels of what I would like to share. It does not mean that my goal is to blow up so that people who don't know me can be invasive in areas of my life that I don't want to share. And I remember having a conversation with some friends, and they were like, maybe you should go on TikTok or use social media in this way. And I know that they were coming from a good place, and I kept sitting on it, and I'm like, why do I keep getting presented with the same information from people who, and there's a close friends, and it's come from multiple groups of people who have been telling me about, why I should be on TikTok. And in my mind, I'm like, I have to calculate the return. I don't get paid from YouTube. I don't get paid from any social media, right? I get paid in real life from my business structure. If I were to reach 1 million followers and I get 1,000 people who say they're interested in lessons, and only 10 come to me and actually want to pay me my rate, that to me is not enough for me to want to invest my free time into a free platform with a return that I cannot guarantee. Because right now I'm funneling off of my business in real life from referrals. And I think that that's where my mind is in terms of I need to work intentionally. However, how I decide to use social media, I'm not against it. I have to use it in a format in which I feel, I need to find and redefine why I exist on particular platforms, right? And that's where I am. I even wrote out a document, like social media document. What does it mean for me as an artist? What does it mean for me as a businesswoman? What do I need to do in order to receive the return that will make me feel most beneficial? Because you don't just wake up, go viral, and just start making money, right? And that's not what I want to do. In no way, shape, or form do I want to be famous. That's not my goal. I want to be respected in a larger platform, and there's a difference. And I think that another thing that I've been coupling with in my journey is people not asking me what I perceive to be success. And do I have the capacity to do all things under the sun and to be great in a big way? Absolutely. I do not doubt that. I just don't want it because there's a level of my life that I would like to keep for me. And I think that's why I'm even choosing to share my profession, because my profession is public and I'm okay with that. But there's a part of your profession that gets blurred and people want to know what happens too much in your private life, right? And I'll share some private things, like don't mind, like obviously you guys know that I am engaged now, and I was super duper excited because I was like, oh my gosh, like yes. But that doesn't mean that my every waking moment or every piece of me I would want to hop up and show up online. It can cause serious burnout, and to be quite honest, a lot of what I'm even doing on camera is because COVID happened and this was the only way that I could connect. But it's impersonal. I am your standard extrovert, so that kills me to have to connect in this way and not feel the love when I'm next to someone and they're next to me and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're next to each other. You know what I mean? And that part of me also just contributes to why I've been feeling so lost. And all in all, I feel like I'm going through puberty again to just find my identity in all of this. Right now, I feel as though I'm trying not to make a decision based off of the instant gratification of my business and sticking to my heart and catering to her, because she has a place in my life outside of receiving that cash exchange, right, of when I'm teaching. And I love teaching and performing equally, and that has been difficult because the excitement that I get of being a part of someone's musical journey is incomparable. But I also don't want to forget the reason why I started teaching is because I was taking my own set of voice lessons. I was dancing, I was performing, and a part of what I'm doing is just tapping into that routine of being out and being comfortable with going out in public and putting myself in spaces where I can sing. So I have a couple ideas and a couple of things set up to share with you all from that perspective. But I appreciate anyone who is stopping by this video to hear about my thoughts, and I'm really interested in hearing how you are dealing with this, or if you relate to anything that I have spoken about. Please share down below in the comment section. With that said, I appreciate all of you who are taking the time to watch this. If you haven't joined the cast, please make sure to click the red subscribe button and the bell notification so that you know whenever I upload a video. I love you all so much, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Bye.